Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. I do hope that you're all well and everything is going the way that you're hoping it is. I want to thank you for all that you do for my channel and sending you much love and much healing out to those of you who need it. Today on the 10th of July, my reading a couple of days ago was that someone is going to get a shock, if you remember that reading. Yesterday I said for some of you it's going to be a good surprise, for others of you it's going to be a shock. I had my fair share of a shock today, a literal shock actually. Not a very good one either, as I want to share with all of you, due to an accident, I lost my little kitty, Psyche. Her name means soul, psyche in Greek. She was our baby. We had Psyche and Eros, and we were doing videos to show you how they're growing up, how this love story plays out. Unfortunately for us, you know how they say curiosity killed the cat. It was just a very unfortunate accident where she put her head in somewhere where she shouldn't have, and she suffocated, in other words. So it was an accident, not something that was meant to happen. I suppose it was meant to happen in that way, but it's very unfortunate when you've got pets that feel like family to you, and she was only very little. For those of you that want to have a look and see who she was, it's really taken a toll on the family. Yes, we're very upset today, especially of course the kids get upset more. For me, she was my kitty, she was my little baby. So it was very draining for me, but what can I say? You can't bring her back. So that was my shock. Accidents do happen, and there's a reason why everything happens in life, I suppose. We're always going to be remembering her. She is part of our journey. She's left her mark in our life, and I just hope that she is going to be happy where she will be. It looks as though she was a little angel that had to go quickly. So that was my shocking news. A lot of you, not a lot of you, but quite a few of you have told me that you've had shocking things happening for you. For others of you, it's a wonderful surprise. We've also had good surprises where loved ones are concerned, happy news. So the energies can play out in many different ways, everyone. Okay, enough about that. In the astrology, we've got Mars sextiling over to Venus. Mars in the sign of Aries, its home sign. Mars and Aries, Mars is of course the masculine, Venus is the feminine. Don't forget that the parents of Mars, like the parents were Mars and Venus, who had a love child called Eros. And Eros's love was Psyche. So we had the next generation here. We had Eros and Psyche. Psyche's left early, unfortunately. Yeah, so let's leave that in the area of what's happened. Let's see what's going to happen now. Today, the 10th of July, please, Spirit. As I said, I'm going to be doing it differently today. I'm going to take cards on relationships, so them and you, everyone. So on my left, I will be taking what you're bringing to the table, where you're at, what's going on for you in your own personal journey where love is concerned, and let's look at the journey of the other person, what they bring to the table, what is now, what has happened. Let's look at the position of you first of all. We've got the Three of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Empress. So I'm going to say and we've got the Empress here. The Empress is very nurturing, we know. Let's take more cards. We've got the Ten of Cups. That's a lot of emotion. A lot. We've got the King of Wands. And the outcome is the Devil. Wow. The Devil can be hard, but it can also be something that is long-term and something that could be very stable. Let's look at the other person. The Devil is also very karmic. Look, let's see where they're at. We've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Emperor. And we've got the Two of Cups. We have Justice. We have the King of Cups. And the outcome is the Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay. Let's look at the general energy, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. We did have that as the general energy yesterday. So something long-term, something that you're studying, hoping to grow. This is also the student learning through life's experiences. Anything to do with something that is stable. Okay, and again, this could be a message. We've got the Moon, which is home, family, the past, nurturing, providing, very motherly, also fears, but also dreams. And I'm going to say with the Moon right on Neptune today, in the sign of Pisces, pay attention to dreams as you will receive messages through that. And we've got the Chariot. So we've got two cards of Cancer. We've also got Pisces, and we've got Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as the general energies. Let's look at the Lenormand. Let's look at what's going on in this relationship, past, present, future. I'm going to take three cards. So past, Clover. Now in the present, we've got the Birds. And we've also got the Divine Feminine. What's at the bottom? And we've got the Moon here as well. And the Moon in the Lenormand can mean a very strong connection indeed. As in synastry, we do look at the Moon, you know, connections between one person's moon and the other person's moon, or the sun from one person and their moon, the moon of the other person. This is very mothering, very receptive energy. And the fact that we've got the Clover here means that in the past this was a very lucky and balanced sort of a connection where there was equal giving and receiving. It's a two. Both people more than likely felt very loved up. Here in the now, we've got the Birds, which can speak of jittery nervousness, messages coming through. This could also speak of gossip. Someone is waiting on messages here, and we've also got the Divine Feminine, who's probably more than likely waiting on those messages. As well as that, the Divine Feminine is, as I said, very nurturing, very mothering, okay? Of course, if you are a Divine Feminine, this is you. If you are the Divine Masculine, then this is your partner. And I'm going to say that with the Moon here, again, it can speak of fears. Yes, we've got the Cross and the burden beneath that. So there are changes here. We've got a 32, which is a 5, really. Changes where our subconscious state is concerned, our emotions are concerned. Maybe even change of fear. You may be dealing with someone that's scared of the changes that are ahead. And I'm going to take one more card after the Divine Feminine. Why? We need a bit more clarity. And we've got news coming in as we've got the letter. But it is a number 27, which equals a 9. 9 is almost a 10, so we know that it's almost time. 9 is also the Hermit. So the Hermit, which is Virgo, someone could be looking at the details now. Virgo is someone who provides service to others, right? We've got a 14 and an 11. That's 25 and a 9. 25 and a 9. That's 34, which adds up to a 7. 7 is also the Chariot, right? We did have the Chariot here. Someone is wanting to move. They're wanting to succeed in something that they're trying to bring into their life. They're trying to bring nurturing love, a strong family connection. Now, what's interesting is that we've got the Empress on one side and the Emperor here. So this is a divine union, no doubt. And I'm going to say that because, you know, many times with the readings in the recent past, we've had a love triangle. So we do have a divine masculine here with the divine feminine with the Empress. Over here, we've got the Emperor and the King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups, which is someone they've got an open heart. The Emperor can be very Saturnian, yes. What comes after the Emperor is the Two of Cups. So someone that was all about business, someone who could have been a father themselves, as we've also got the Page of Swords, which could be a child. Nevertheless, this is communication. This is the student. Okay, this could be blockages where communication is concerned in relation to a divine union, a soulmate connection, right? So this could be someone that's closed off where their heart was concerned, but they're starting to open up. This could also be someone that is dealing with another connection. We do have the Justice card here, which can speak of legalities. Nevertheless, Justice card is Libret's relationships. This person maybe was closed off to a certain connection where now they're opening up. They've walked through a brand new door. And this could also say that they're being very intelligent and smart about it, maybe not speaking to others about it. This could also, and as I see it, is that there was some karma surrounding secrets where this Emperor is concerned. Maybe they were holding back on their emotions. They felt that this strong connection, but they had other things that they had to deal with to bring balance into their life. This could be legalities. This could be other relationships with family members. After harmonizing issues in their own life, they're now ready with an open heart, and this could be something that they were keeping under wraps. Now, the divine feminine here, we've got a lot of cups here, everyone. We've got the Three of Cups, which can mean a celebration. It can mean a love triangle. Someone is leaving behind. This divine feminine emotionally has checked out from something that once was a celebration. Because we've got 11 cups right here. 11, right? Again, very karmic. We've got the divine feminine here, the Empress, which is someone that's very loving, nurturing. This is a motherly figure. This is someone that has provided a lot of love, a lot of balance and harmony, but it looks as though she did not receive that. Now, this could mean that because when we get to the 10 of Cups, which is right here, that is a completion point. But it looks as though there was a completion point, but for some reason this Empress was staying in a situation that was very unhappy, I would say more than likely, because of a karmic reason, because of legalities, because of certain relationships. Could be she's a mother, She's obviously got children. We've also got the Ten of Cups here, which does show a child. Now, Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is right beneath that Three of Cups, which is 13. 13 does speak of a death and transformation, where money from other sources, from her partner are concerned, any money issues, any issues of worth, self-worth. Here we've got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is usually someone that's quite generous. King of Wands is someone that is very sexually inclined, someone that's very creative. Now, usually with the King of Wands is, because he is connected with the devil here and with the happy family, but some sort of a transformation going on here, because the devil is something, again, with all those energies in Capricorn, someone's had to go through a period of great learning, great growth and maturation, because that is what Capricorn is. With all these eclipses happening on the axis Cancer Capricorn, and we did have the moon here and the chariot, right? The moon and the chariot, okay, which is all about home, family, growth. Capricorn is also the law, but it's also, taking that seat on the throne, having gone through those lessons of what? Waiting around to be nurtured by someone, or growing up and being the one to provide, which is Capricorn, for others. So I do feel that there's been strong lessons here with the devil card here, but the devil card, which is Saturn, also speaks of something long term. So it could mean that this Empress has been in a long-term relationship, one that was could have been narcissistic, okay? With the King of Wands again is also someone, for those of you that, if this was someone new that came into her life, because the Empress, yes, she's an Empress, and we've got a King, someone who needed to go through their own growth spurt, and this could be an age difference, of course, where the Divine Feminine is somewhat more experienced, if not older. This could be someone that will bring much happiness to this Empress, but and form a long-term relationship, but it could also be a vicious cycle that she's been in. Okay, if this was the person that was in her past, okay, in a love relationship, a family connection. I want to take more cards. What I'd like to do now, is take some of these cards, the Mystic Moon Oracle cards. I want to take a couple of cards on the cards that I'm not so clear with. So I'd like to look at the King of Wands first of all. Who was this King of Wands in her life? Who is this King of Wands? And we've got forgiveness. So this King of Wands obviously is asking for forgiveness. Now I'm going to say the King of Wands, I suppose, because we've got the Emperor here. The Emperor could be someone that's quite fiery, so there could be a connection with this King of Wands. For those of you that know your own story, you know this is correct. So if this Emperor did try and get away with something, they're asking for forgiveness. Now this could mean that the King of Wands has done something that is asking for forgiveness from this Empress. Let's take another card on this King of Wands. And we've got Mask. So this person was quite, they were not open. They were not opening up about their emotions. Mask does mean someone that is hidden, someone that is not showing their true colors. And this King of Wands is obviously asking for forgiveness. Let's have a look at the Devil. And it's interesting that the King of Cups was someone that was not open. Let's say the Emperor was not open about their emotions, right? So that could tie in here as well. Let's take the Devil. If this is the same person, for those of you that this is the same person, let's look at the Devil. And we've got cycles, yeah, cycles that have been around and around before the lesson could be learned. Let's have another card on that Devil, and we've got a fresh start. So it looks as though this cycle is somewhat closing, as there is a brand new cycle here. It's a fresh start, though. It's not a continuation of that, you know, merry-go-round, going around and around in a karmic state. And what's interesting is that the fresh start looks like a wand to me. So the Ace of Wands that this King of Wands is holding. Now, if this Empress is leaving a King of Wands behind, if this was a past connection, she's breaking that cycle, maybe starting something new in her life. Therefore, this King of Wands could have a new beginning in their life as well. Let's have a look at I want to have a look at the Justice card. We've got communication and harmony. So this communication is going to bring somewhat of a balance. Let's look at that student, the Page of Swords. And we've got destruction. So this may have been a information that came in that brought down that tower. Some truth that was withheld from the Emperor has brought in a major shift. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got more communication here. Let's have a look at this King of Cups. And we've got separation here. So it looks as though there was a separation here. There was an understanding that there was an external source here, another person in the picture. Usually with a separation, that's the Three of Swords. For a lot of you, could be another person involved in this situation. If not, the cycle that has been broken by this Empress has probably brought some sort of a separation here. The Tower has brought a shift and a change, a major change. Let's have a look at the Emperor. And we've got Winter, so a lot of sadness. A lot of sadness, and things stopped. And this may be in the winter, may have been in the winter, around that eclipse in January. And that was a very tumultuous time for everyone. Let's have a look at this Seven of Swords. And what I usually see with this card is that, yes, this person is trying to get away with something, but they're turning back, they're looking back to the past. So they've left something in the past that they're looking back at. And we've got signs and synchronicities we've got here. And we've got purge. So purging, it looks as though this Emperor, whoever this is, has been going through a major transformation. They've been seeing signs. The signs have been showing him things to do with the past that he needs to let go of. He or she, let's say. I want to take one card on this letter. I want to see what that's all about. What's this news all about? And we've got pause. So it's going to take a little bit of time because there is a bit of a waiting time before we can open this envelope, everyone. Let's take one more card. And we've got tribe, which means family, and things to do with family, the people who feel like family. This could be news of someone will be nurturing this connection. Someone realizes they have the enlightenment that this connection felt like family, that this was a soulmate connection. Let's take one card on the devil, one more card. And we've got inner child. An inner child, wow, the nurturing, remember? This Empress had to grow up really quickly. So on this side, whoever you are, this is bringing things up from maybe a past lifetime, from your childhood, fears that you've had to deal with. Now, maybe children are involved here as well, a certain child. Let's take one more card after this purge for this Emperor. And we've got surrender. So surrendering does speak of that Neptunian energy. This Emperor is surrendering and going with the flow right now. Okay, surrender also is Neptune, Pisces, which can be an ending of a cycle. They're surrendering to the higher power. They're going through a time of balancing out their lives. They're trying to surrender. They've been heartbroken. They've had an understanding of what needed to shift in their lives. They're surrendering because they know that there's a higher power here with the Signs card. Let's have a look. And we've got numbing. So numbing means so much pain. And this person could be drinking, taking medicines to escape some sort of pain, whether it's physical or emotional pain. They've gone through a lot of destruction here. Their life has, come upside down, I'm going to say here. I want to take one more card on this forgiveness and mask. And we've got received. So I see this as the lessons have been received. Fate has come around to bring a stoppage to something that was meant to stop. Okay, as you can see with this hand, that's what I see from this card. One more. And we've got settling. Settling means, again, I feel as though both sides are doing the same thing. They're both surrendering. They're settling for what is happening right now. They both know that the energies are stronger than themselves. They can't push. They can't push anymore. What is happening here is that the divine feminine is settling right now as she's looking for a moment when she can start off fresh, have a brand new beginning, move towards what she desires. And the divine masculine is also doing that as the divine masculine is going through a purge. I want to have a look at that Page of Pentacles, which is the general energy, and we've got vibrations. Vibrations mean that there are messages that are coming from spirit through the vibrations, and I feel that a lot of you that are tuned in, that are very connected, can receive those messages, those very faint little voices that are coming to you, whether you hear them, you see the signs, whatever it is. Let's take one more card. Oh, and we've got the observer. So someone is doing their homework on the internet. Someone is thinking to send a message out, but they're doing their homework before they want to be certain before they send out that message. And next we've got balancing out the scales, which again is Libra, harmonizing. What I'd like to do now is I'm going to take a Moonology card. And I'm going to say if this Emperor was dealing with another connection in the past, this Emperor could be going through divorce, through some sort of a legal settlement. someone who's trying to be very intelligent. They're surrendering. They know that they've got to go through this wormhole, let's say. It's a process. And they know that they're going to come out on the other side as, you know, rebirth. This is like a brand new beginning. Let's take the Moonology Oracle message. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is also legalities, as Jupiter does speak of legalities. Now, a new moon is a new beginning. Of course, Jupiter blesses this reading. Sagittarius is also people that are at a distance. It's the law, it's philosophy, it's the truth, it's your truth. It's also having a wider angle, wider vision on what is, how the world works. Okay, let's take a couple of the romance angels. Okay, so please, Spirit. Let's take actually one card on each side. So for the for those of you that feel that this is your story, here on the left, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay. And, you know, you can also reverse these messages, of course. Let's look at the Emperor. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Interesting that the Devil card is on this side here. And we've got codependency. So it looks like both people were dealing with a Saturnian matters here, no doubt. But the codependency, and I did speak of addictions before, this could also speak of having gone through a cycle, and I'm going to say that this could be a connection that this Emperor feels that they're very weak where this Empress is concerned. So this could be a very strong sexual connection as well between the two. Not only emotional, but also very sexual, very physical. Okay, let's look at the bottom. We've got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, let's take a couple of these cards. One for the Empress and one for the Emperor. I need time to process, to think. Please be patient with me. So, this does speak of someone who's very slow to make up their mind, of course. Slow to take a decision, to make a decision, sorry. There is a fair bit of water with this Empress. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. We had both Pisces and Cancer. Of course, Capricorn is here as well. And I feel that there is Earth here as well. But also a bit of fire with this fresh start. We did also have that King of Wands here. So Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. And on this side, yes, we've got swords as well. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Let's take the message from this Emperor. Yeah. And we've got Scorpio on this side, Libra as well. You are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. Well, we're not going to keep it right at that. We want something else. We know that there is a strong physical attraction, but you grew a flower in my heart, which I call love. So this connection, the Emperor may have started off as being very sexually attracted to this Empress, but then it turned out that there was more emotion than a sexual connection. We've got a 10 here, and here we've got a 7. Okay, so I think I will leave it at that, everyone. I do hope that this helped you in some way. I just wanted to do something different. It's not going to be an easy day. It didn't start off easy today, so I'm wishing you all well. Hope that your surprises are very pleasant, and that, of course, positive affirmations will bring positivity. So try and look at things in a very positive way instead of expecting the worst. Other than that, wishing you luck. I will be back more than likely tomorrow for your weekend reading. Okay, so lots of love to all of you. Thank you again for liking, sharing, subscribing, and all your support. See you tomorrow.